in this election, just last, the coast is going to play a critical role, and the northern Kenya are going to play a critical role. And this is because, one, the Raila Odinga, who had a sway on the region, is no longer in the ballot. Okay? The question is, to which side has the vote shifted? I can tell you for sure that in my region, the votes have shifted to a man, to William Ruto.
Which
Okay?
specific region is that?
And that is Nyanza. That is Nyanza.
Wider
okay?
Nyanza or
Wider Nyanza. Okay. I courier President William Ruto had a significant, in fact, defeated Raila Odinga in were they both or one of the both constituencies. But Raila Odinga had a sizable number. Okay. Courier is shifting wholesomely to William Ruto. Okay. Now, the Nyamira and Kisii area, Nyamira had shifted to Matiang'i, and I'm talking from polls. Kisii was still, 50-50. Okay? Now, the question is, if Matiang'i is not the presidential candidate, will they shift to vote for Kalonzo or vote for Gachagua? My view...
Or Sifuna.
My view, if you look at the history of that vote, is that a significant part of that vote will shift towards William Ruto. Now we go to Western Province.
Based on what? Based on what? Because Kisii has been in ODM...
One, I've told you that Kisii, despite the presence of Matiang'i, the Kisii is still a battleground. And President William Ruto is having a very strong showing in Kisii.
Because of ODM?
No, because of ODM, but also because of his own engagement with the county. But beyond that, Nyamira would be understandable because Matiang'i comes from Nyamira. Okay? And the fact that Matiang'i sponsored a party in 2022, I can't remember the name of the party.
UPA.
And it is UPA that is showing as the strongest party even now in Nyamira. It is not Matiang'i's party, which is what is Matiang'i? Jubilee. It is not. Okay? So what people should also know, that Jubilee is not the real Matiang'i party. The real Matiang'i party is UPA, that is created pre-2022. And the question is, if Matiang'i then is not in the ballot, will that vote follow Gachagua? Okay. I doubt. When you go to Western Kenya, I agree with what my brother Bet is mentioning. That I remember I was one of these guys who would go ahead of Raila Odinga in 2007 to campaign. So and then brief him before he speaks. So I went with him to Bungoma, and when I went with him to Bungoma, it was very clear that Bungoma people did not want anything to do with the rest of the Luyas. And this has played out in all the elections. And the rest of the Luyas do not want anything to do with Bungoma, the Bukusu. That has always played out. The question is, one, the Sifuna factor, if it is to be seen as an ethnic, shift, can only shift probably part of the Bukusu vote. Okay? And I doubt that it can shift the rest of the Luya land. But then, I keep saying, Sifuna was Secretary General of the biggest, if not the second biggest party in the country. If you want to see the strength of an individual, you ask yourself that when he shifted, what is the percentage of the structure that shifted with him? This guy shifted with no part of the Central Committee of ODM. Okay. He shifted with no part of the National Executive Committee. He did not shift with any part of the governance, the National Governance Committee. He did not carry forward any part of the National Delegates Committee. I have not seen Sifuna convene everywhere he goes, rather than, apart from stopping in the bus stops, okay, and making populist decisions. I have not seen him go to Western Kenya and convene the grassroots structures on ODM, and therefore say that he controls ODM. I am privy to a poll that says that ODM is still quite a significant party in the Western region.
Western region?
Yeah, and the side
Not
of
UDA?
the side no I must speak the truth from what I see in the polls. The interesting thing about the Linda Mwananchi is that while Sifuna is being projected as the carrier of the spirit of Linda Mwananchi, Orengo is declaring daily that he is the party leader and he is the presidential candidate.
Okay, because of time, allow me. We have exactly 1 minute and 30 seconds for each one of you for your final comments. And I'm going to use a stopwatch because I won't allow you to go beyond that, Ikua. We'll start with you. Final comments only.
It's unfortunate that this is happening when I'm just about to respond to him. and he will give me all the time he wants. Yeah. So I need to remind Wakili Nyamori that he has not won in a presidential context. All the side he has supported before have lost. And he has lost